The EP Podcast. Heard everywhere podcasts can be found, and always at theeppodcast.com.
And welcome into the EP Podcast. This is your weekend update brought to you by the First National Bank of Evergreen Park. First National Bank of Evergreen Park says it's never too early to start teaching your kids about money, and this year, help them take the first step towards a healthy financial future with a junior savers account from the First National Bank of Evergreen Park, located in that iconic building at 95th and Pulaski. With a junior savers account, children can earn interest on every dollar they deposit so they can watch their money grow. Show your kids how rewarding savings can be and set them up for success. To learn more, visit bankevergreenpark.com/JS for junior savers. No minimum required to open, member FDIC. And what you are going to hear on the weekend update is a preview of Monday's big episode, live in front of a crowd. Mayor Kelly Burke at Durbins at 102nd and Kedzie. And Shannon, you came in here and you fixed up this entire place. And I'm going to tell you, the mayor was impressed. We're recording the weekend update after the Monday show. And I already know what's going to be on the Monday show, and it's a great show. And it's going to be a lot of fun with a very lively crowd that's cheering in the background. And it's a blast. But you had a really nice place to show off. What was it? You got to hang out with the mayor, you got to show off the spot, you got to show off the new and improved Durbins. How did it feel?
It felt really good. I was happy to meet the mayor. I was excited she was coming. I was very thankful for you for the opportunity.
Yeah. You get so nervous. I'm going to ask your daughter about this. Here's what's funny. She brought her daughter on the show for emotional support, which I think is great. Allie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Allie, I hear that you are now, are you newly 21 years old?
Yeah, I turned in January.
In January. So that means that mom owns I've never, to me, when I turned 21, I know what my mentality was. And I was nothing but trouble. But the thing is, if my family owned a bar, that would have been I'm going to hang out at my family's bar all the time.
We celebrated here.
You celebrated here?
I did, yeah.
How often do you make it over here to Durbins?
I try to as much as I can.
She frequents the Durbins of Tinley Park.
Yeah, I go to Tinley a lot.
The EP's not good enough for you?
No, I just my cousin works the bar, so I like to go visit her there and stuff.
Right.
And I don't know, it's a good time there, but it's always a good time here too, so.
What do you think about what Mom did to the place?
I think I'm proud of her. I think she turned it around a lot. I know how much work she put into it. She came in here herself, cleaned it all out. She hired a bunch of new people. She figured it out, and she really turned the whole place around, so. I don't know, I'm proud of her.
Do you think, this is something I always wanted to ask somebody who comes from, and Shannon, jump in here if you have any insight into this, because you, of course, your dad, owns Durbins, right? So this is a family that's a business family. You open up different businesses and you try to make those businesses work in local communities, right? And so you lived in that, and then eventually became a businesswoman yourself, a very successful one from what I can tell, because you have multiple businesses that you run, correct?
I'm trying.
Yeah, and you're doing a good job at this place. So is that something that right away in the back of your mind, Allie, you sit there and say this is what we do? The family business is the bars. Your mom's got a gym. Is that what are your aspirations?
Well, what did Papa say to you that one time? He said something, or you told me he said something to you, because you were the only one who went out and made your own business out of all of your siblings. Yes, you did.
I don't know.
See, look at that. Look at it. Here's the thing. Your mom. Tell me a little bit about your mom. I want to let the people of Evergreen Park know a little bit about your mom.
I don't want to hear this one.
No, because you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I think Shannon, you sell yourself short, and you've got this great place here, and you've really turned things around here inside of Durbins, and I think it's awesome inside of here, and I love coming in here. But she sells herself short a little bit, right? Look at what she did. Everything in this place is new. Everything that she's doing is new. She works her butt off, and that must be something that kind of stands out to you as a daughter.
I tell her all the time, she needs to just realize that, what she's done and accomplished has been on her own. Yeah, my grandpa started her off, but she changes things on her own and like evolves things on her own too, and takes on projects that has nothing to do with him and has nothing to do with other people, and then she just betters things, I guess.
She was telling me a couple weeks ago, Mom, you could go back to school. You're not too old.
I mean, there's older people in my classes right now, so like that's why.
You got a young mom. I'm going to tell you that right now. Your mom does not seem like she's got 21-year-old daughters. That's for sure. Okay.
I had her when I was her age.
Back out the Durbins in just a few moments, but first let's take a look at your weekend weather. And guess what? It's just going to rain. On and off and on, all weekend long. All the way until next weekend, basically. Sometimes it's constant, sometimes it's scattered thunderstorms. Like Saturday night, Sunday during the day, you may get a break from time to time. All the highs are in the mid-80s, all the lows in the low 70s. That is not going to bode well for all of the neighborhood garage sales going on this weekend, and there are a ton of them. If you get a break in the weather, head on out. 9140 South Trumbull Avenue, that one runs through Saturday, 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Also going on right now, 3105 West 101st Place. That one runs through Sunday, goes 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. There's a garage sale Saturday and Sunday at 9233 South Hamlin, kicking off around 10 o'clock in the morning, going till 4 p.m. And then also on Saturday, all the way through Monday, a garage sale at 2734 West 97th Street, 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Grab your umbrella and go hunting this weekend at the garage sales. Meanwhile, there's construction all over Evergreen Park. That continues, something we'll talk about with the mayor on Monday's episode. Kedzie under construction all summer long. You can go to the village website and see what they're doing week to week, evergreenpark-ill.com. Also, the CSX crossings at 99th and Rockwell, still closed for repairs, should open up early next week. Do not forget the Evergreen Park Pharmacy is still offering vaccines. They're free. Mary Potter Pavilion over at Little Company of Mary Hospital. It is the Moderna shot, 2-shot regimen, 708-423-4700 for more information. And time is running out to get in on the village-wide home decorating contest for the 4th of July. There is a winner in all 4 quadrants of Evergreen Park. Glenn Panuski recently on the EP podcast. Go back and check out all the details on demand, but basically gift cards to restaurants all throughout Evergreen Park. Go out and have a night if you win this thing. The final day to submit a photo of your home all decked out is this coming Monday the 28th. Take your picture in horizontal format and send it in to epjuly4homes, the number 4 in there, at gmail.com in a JPEG format. After the Monday deadline, judges are going to start coming around and checking out these houses in person. For more information, visit the village website, evergreenpark-ill.com. Monday, a big show in front of a live and very lively crowd at Durbins of Evergreen Park. Before the weekend update ends, we head back there. That's next, right here on the EP Podcast, found everywhere podcasts can be found, and always at theeppodcast.com. Imagine, one day, out of nowhere, you need your car towed. Who are you going to call? You have no idea. Right, because none of us think about that until it actually happens. So I'm going to give you a name, Dreamers Towing and Recovery. Located in Evergreen Park, Illinois, they will tow your vehicle, locally or at a long distance, at a very affordable price. What happens when your car needs a jump start? Dreamers Towing and Recovery. What happens when you're locked out of your car? Dreamers Towing and Recovery. You got a junk car, you don't know how to get rid of it, and you just want to move along and get some cash? They buy your junk cars. Covering the EP and the surrounding south side of Chicago, Dreamers is there when you need them with 24-hour service. Call them 773-410-4549. 773-410-4549. Turn a sudden nightmare into a dream. with Dreamers Towing and Recovery. What is the most fun thing that you guys are doing now? I was in here the other night and people were showing up 3 hours early to get ready for karaoke. Is that like, I mean, I don't know if anybody else does karaoke at Evergreen Park.
Yeah,
like, is that
hell of a karaoke show.
Is that like one of your favorite things here? What's your big thing that you enjoy doing here?
Doing the Evergreen podcast with Chris. That's my
You're already
favorite.
on the show, Shannon. You don't have to.
Hey,
She's a sweet talker.
Yeah, she is.
I am not lying.
Ellie, watch out for your mother, man. She's sweet
If
talking.
you were here for karaoke, you might understand why. No, it's a great time. We have great singers. We have a great, loyal, supportive crowd.
Now you were debuting. At least we got to see them, and I think we talk about them on the show on Monday. The brand new Durbins T-shirts that you have. Are these?
There's been 100 T-shirts and they're all the best T-shirts.
I'm always, Ellie, this is the best T-shirt. Look at this T-shirt. You want one of these T-shirts? I like good quality T-shirts. And I'm always bragging about them. That's so funny. She's like, there's been 100 because
They're all amazing.
All the T-shirts are the
best
best.
fabrics. These really are, though.
All right, so here's the thing.
These are the ones.
We always have people that jump on the EP podcast and want to talk about, like, you know, what's happening, what's new, what's cool in Evergreen Park, and they're all old like me. So, Allie, give a little pitch here for your age group as to where they should be. Like, why come out here to your mom's place?
I like to come to Durbin's. When I had my 21st birthday party here, there was karaoke. All my friends really loved the karaoke.
Yeah, she was nervous. Nobody's going to want karaoke. I said, just let me handle it.
Everyone loved
I
it.
said, your friends will be singing karaoke, annoying you 2 hours in. Sure enough.
I even like, I like the people around here. That's
Right.
why I like coming here. But I don't know, you could even come here for like acoustic music on a Sunday. It's a good Sunday fun day
Right.
kind of vibe.
There's
for
acoustic
sure.
I didn't know there was acoustic music on Sundays.
Every Sunday from 4 to 7 out on the patio.
Really?
Yeah, it's a really great vibe. It's the weather's great because the sun's always behind us, so it's never shining on the front, so it could be 100 degrees and still nice out there. We have great live bands. We have Liam Durkin once a month all summer. He's a local favorite. He lives right on 103rd over here. We got a great crowd for him. It's just a really nice day on Sundays from 4 to 7.
That's awesome.
Out on the patio.
That's awesome. All right, so here's the deal. Durbins of Evergreen Park, 102nd and Kedzie. Get up here. I'm going to tell you something. Throughout the night, I have seen families. I have seen people coming over here after their kids, like, you know, played in a softball or baseball game. I have seen adult softball teams walk in here. I've seen young people come in here. The mayor is sitting over at the table with a bunch of her friends right now after she recorded the show that you will hear on Monday. This is a happening spot here at 102nd and Kedzie. If you have not checked out the new Durbins of Evergreen Park, make sure that you get out here and check them out. And I appreciate not only Shannon coming out here, but the podcast debut of her daughter, who made her mother blush, I would say 6 or 7 times, somewhere in there.
Thank you very much, Chris. We appreciate you coming out and all your support.
Another show is wrapped up. Another show's in the books. Another show is wrapped up. And then by the looks, it's gonna be a good one. And we'll see you next week. And the nudist basement. And the nudist basement. Another show is wrapped up. Another show is wrapped up. Another show is wrapped up. And it's in the books. Another show is wrapped up. Another show is wrapped up. And by the looks, it's gonna be a good one. Nudist basement. Broadcast basement. The nudist basement. The broad basement. Slancha.
The EP Podcast. Heard everywhere podcasts can be found, and always at the eppodcast.com.